The House Committee on the Capital Markets and Other Financial Institutions has accused the Securities and Exchange Commission of not protecting investors in the capital market. The House Committee chairman, headed by Honorable Herman Hembe, stated that the commission, led by Ms. Aruma Ote, did not do enough to protect investors of the nationalized rescued banks quoted on the stock exchange. Correspondent Bolaji Akinwale reports that the second day of the hearing had officials of the Nigerian Stock Exchange and representatives of market players.
And implement approach.
Day 2 of the House Committee on Capital Markets and Other Financial Institutions probe on the activities of the country's capital markets began with the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Oscar Onyema, giving an account on the performance of the stock market, especially the factors responsible for the downslide which started in 2008.
The capital market boom of 2004 to 2008 triggered an increase in retail participation. With little to no experience, first-time investors poured into the market, unaware of the innate risk of investing in the capital markets. During this time, January 2nd, 2004 to March 5th, 2008, the peak of the market, the All Shares Index surged 225.37%, and the market capitalization for listed equities grew 841.46%.
While stating macroeconomic challenges facing the markets, the NSE boss made reference to other problems of the stock market before he assumed leadership last year, to include speculation and low financial literacy, insider trading, inadequate regulatory framework, poor corporate governance, inefficient internal processes, lack of transparency with broker-dealers, high interest rates, and illiquidity, among other challenges. Now time to listen to the Director General of the SEC, Ms. Aruma Ote, and other officials of the Commission. The SEC was accused of failing to protect the interests of investors, especially in the wake of the nationalization of rescued banks.
Would you say that the investors in those nationalized banks were protected by the SEC?
One of the issues that I would like to clarify, Honorable Chairman, is that when an investor makes an investment decision to invest in a company, while I as a person, given my background, would like to make sure that at every point in time that they make a positive return on their investment, it's indeed the responsibility of that investor in that case. So as a regulator, we cannot guarantee that you will always make a positive return on your investment.
But
what we can guarantee is that we provide the environment to ensure that you will not be defrauded.
I like your answer. Beautiful.
Yes.
Where you go into a company to invest, you bear the risk of probably profiting or losing. But it doesn't also include where government by itself decides to nationalize the company and declares your shares as invalid. That is completely different from what we're saying. The central bank could easily have also said that because we're nationalizing these banks, depositors will lose like they lost in Savannah those days. But they ensured that didn't happen. They protected investors. But I want to take you up on something. I want to put it to you before I close the first issue, that you failed in your job to guarantee the investments of people who invested in those banks that were nationalized.
Then, this interrogation took another dimension.
I've been asked about issues that are sub judice, that are currently in the Investment and Securities Tribunal. And what I'm trying to make sure is that we respect the law and that I don't bring up issues that are sub judice.
You don't want to take the entire time of this committee with explaining to us what our job should be. It shouldn't matter to you the manner in which we ask questions. What we want is clarity. A final report a resolution was reached. They looked at it critically because it's a lengthy document and came to a final conclusion. My question to you is, how did you direct? Because necessarily will go to your table for you to direct so that there will be final resolution. How did you direct? Please answer as to how you directed on this matter. Or is it strange to you? Is this matter strange to you?
No, Honorable Chairman, as you pointed out in what you've just said, It is a very elaborate issue, and I think it is important that the issue is dealt with in all its ramifications, and whatever decisions that I take are guided by the ISA and the rules, and also ensuring that there is fairness and equity. On this issue, given my past experience in the last 30 minutes, you will not give me sufficient time to describe the issue. But what I'd like to say, and as you said, you have the report in front of you because somebody made that submission to you. I think it'll be important to bring together all the reports related to the issue.
From all indication, there is no end to this probe yet, as the House Committee on Capital Markets and other financial institutions plans to reconvene on Thursday to continue its investigation into what it describes as lack of protection for investors in the capital markets. Bolaji Akinwale, reporting for Channels Television News.